My grandfather was one of the original real estate agents in Mentone, so that's where I grew up. This is where my roots are. To me, California's home. I've always had a yearning to learn to paint. Since I retired, I've probably painted a total of maybe 25 or 30 paintings in the last year and a half, but most of them have found homes to go to when I finish them. My theory when I got ready to retire was that my husband and I would rent a motorhome and we would go to every state. Unfortunately, he passed away before we could even think about traveling. His health was really bad. He had bad lungs for years, and that's what took him, was his lungs and heart just gave out. He was very devoted to his family when he could be. He worked 6 days a week most of his life. He to me was everything, but then again, that's what most husbands are. My mother had breast cancer when I was in my late 30s, almost 40. She was always there to care for all of her grandkids. That was my mom. She was the caring person. She died at age 80 from metastatic breast cancer. And always in the back of my head, I knew that there was a shoe that was going to drop and it was going to be my turn. And that's what started me on the road to having mammograms. I started my first one at age 38 and continuously from then on.
She had had a routine screening mammogram, which revealed a abnormality in her right breast. She underwent a biopsy of this abnormality, and it was proven to be a very early stage, low-grade breast cancer. She had surgery which consisted of taking the lump out, and this was followed by proton therapy that is very precise.
With proton, they can pinpoint that particular cancer area and treat that area and cure that area of the cancer. As time went on, I was having mammograms every 6 months, so it was clear. The following one was clear. The next one was questionable. The next one was, you have cancer again. My daughters took it harder than I realized, and I didn't realize until probably this last year how hard they really took it. It's a very difficult stage in your mind. You think, okay, now I've got it again. But they said, this is a different type of cancer. You can have 2 kinds of cancer, one in each breast.
It's particularly uncommon to get 2 different types of breast cancer. She again underwent surgery and had the lump taken out, but it required more aggressive preventive treatment in the form of chemotherapy and immunotherapy.
I always wore Disney clothes to chemo because I remember as a kid growing up how magical it was and how we had these special nights we got to go. It's another world you can escape to from your daily craziness that you have to live. As time went on, the radiation reduced the tumor to a size that they could operably go in and remove it. Since then, I've been cancer-free.
I find the practice of oncology very rewarding, and what we offer in this particular specialty is hope.
Loma and Linda make sure that they're doing everything they can for you. They are there. They are there to take care of you. They give you the hope. They give you the care. They give you everything they can. They become your family. That's what you get from them, Linda. I hope that my daughters think that I've always been fair, because that was the first thing I wanted to do, to care for them as much as I could and have them realize that. We had times where we were very stressed, but we also had times when we weren't. I loved them a lot, and I did the best I could for them. I think things can change and will change. You don't just dwell on something that's negative. Look for the positive part of that event. That's the way I've treated my cancer. You gotta keep going and get back up.